Hey, hey, hey! It's the Pacific Northwest Geek here. Echo! I'm not redoing this review because I got the year wrong. Zero. Cha. 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 Babe. I'm here for day one of Echo Z0 Presents Troma Week. And for day one, I'll be looking at the 2007 movie Klown Kamp Massacre. A movie that pretty much does scream trauma. This is gonna be a thing for a while. Anyways, this movie takes place in a world where clowns are a bit more part of society than they are in the real world. You'll see more people walking around doing the clown thing. You know, there's clowns are more part of entertainment and stuff. Although we do get to see this world's version of ICP and Juggalos, because there is a scene where you get to see, I guess it's supposed to be like a ICP type clone doing some rapping, and one of the characters in this is basically a Juggalo. But anyways, we're told that there was this camp, that back in 1991, there was this guy named Edwin. And now Edwin wasn't that funny. And he ended up snapping and killing pretty much everybody who was there. But some 15 years later, they're going to be reopening the camp, and a new batch of clowns is coming in. And we're introduced. We got the Juggalo one. We got one that keeps asking people if they want to see his wiener, and he does open up he's got a little trench coat, does open it up, and he looks like he's got a thong on. He likes to we see a kind of moronic clown, a jerk clown, like one that does like magic. And we're introduced one clown that is the granddaughter of this famous clown who is the guy who runs the camp, owns the camp. Anyways, Edwin is still alive, and he's watching TV one day, and we get a little taste of what this world is like with the clowns when he sees an ad. They're saying, guess what? We're reopening Klown Kamp. And Edwin's all, no, I gotta go kill them all. And he makes his way there, killing a large-breasted hippie clown, I believe, and stuff, before he makes it to the camp and starts killing off the different people there. There's one clown, he's like a cowboy, he's a rodeo clown, he's doing this machine, I guess it's that machine that makes the barrels of hay, he uses that to kill him. See, one of them, he makes a cream pie, and it's got like dynamite in it and blows him up. Another clown, these two clowns are having sex, and he decapitates. What happens is he makes some noise, so one of the clowns that's having sex goes off to see what's going on, and he sneaks back in and he kills the clown's girlfriend and leaves her body there. The guy comes back in, and because it's dark, he doesn't see that she's been decapitated, so he's basically committed necrophilia. And when he climaxes, he pulls out a can of what they call it, silly string. I think that's what they call it. And he sprays it all over the place. And then he finds her dead. And then he realizes, oh god, I just had sex with a headless dead body. And this movie does kind of have moments where you can definitely tell it's a trauma movie. Like one guy gets most of his head melted off, but he still stays alive. And they got to take his temperature by shoving a thermometer up his woohoo. And they pull it out. It's got all this brown stuff on it. So it does scream trauma at times. However, the thing I don't like about this movie, because I've only seen this movie twice. I first saw it years ago, and then for Troma Week, I decided to rewatch it. And I was reminded about why this movie is one I'm not that much of a fan of. It's the ending. Back in the 80s, there was this film, which I believe I did a review of, and I have a copy of it around somewhere, called April Fools. And if you've seen this movie back from the 80s, you know the ending, there's a swerve. This movie Klown Kamp Massacre pulls off a similar swerve There's some differences, but there is still a similar swerve. And if you've seen the 1980s horror movie April Fools, then you know what that swerve is. But here, somehow the way they do it isn't good. To me, I had enjoyed the film, and I was watching it, rewatching it, and as I got closer to that point, I started to remember why it's been years since I've watched this film. Is because the way they do the ending with that swerve ruins the movie. Yeah, you do get to see Lloyd Kaufman playing a character named Vic Vickers, so Lloyd's in this movie, but still that swerve ruins this movie for me. It's a funny horror. I call it. They say it's a horror movie. It's more of a horror comedy that's got the whole a trauma feel to it. But again, that swerve to me ruins this movie. I will say they did kind of do a little thing at the end too after the swerve, kind of hinting at they could have done a sequel. I think they did a short. It's Edward the Clown Bloody Birthday. The movie, I think I watched this on Amazon Prime. I'll put a link for the trailer, and it is. I'd say watch the movie, but till you get towards the end, stop, because that ending to me again ruins this movie. It will be like, oh, this is a great movie. That ending, you'll be like, oh god, it sucks. If you've seen this movie, let me know in the comments. I think they said that Edwin had been a character they had done some home video type stuff previous before this. The ICP stuff, like when the one guy who's like the juggle guy, he's telling the story about what happened with Edwin. He does it in such a way where he's rapping it. So it's kind of cool, and it is a nod towards Faygo Soda, and if ICP the Juggalos, you know what I mean. But anyways, I gotta go because I had something that is now passing through my system, so I gotta go take the clowns to the clown pool. But this is the first time. Okay, I could create a few years ago. I created an event called 80s Week, and for the last few years, 80s Week has been a hit. It gets bigger each year, and I hope that Troma Week is able to reach that status too. So I look forward to seeing what others who take a part of this event, what they pick. Anyways, I gotta go. I gotta drop the clown to the clown pole, and I am the Pacific Northwest Geek, and I will see you on the flip side to the loo.